Hello YouTube, my name's Marie, and today we're going to talk about the first 3 episodes in This show has 2 titles, or 2 translations of the title, and one of them being Where Stars Land, and the other, I believe, is Fox Star Bride, and a commenter recommended Fox Star Bride to me. And usually I find K-drama titles to be so awful, like just extremely cringy, so it's rare for me to find one show that has 2 titles and I like them both. I find Where Stars Land to be so charming, and then Fox Star Bride to kind of hint at the more supernatural elements within the show. So I'd be really curious for you guys to tell me which title you prefer, because I really like them both. Now, to start off with, this show follows a young woman who's been labeled as a troublemaker by her superiors, and her dream has been to work at Incheon International Airport. And the first episode follows her first day of being transferred there. She is assigned our male lead as a mentor of sorts to kind of like show her the ropes, show her where things are. And let's talk about the actual setting of an airport, because I just love it. As soon as I heard that it was set at an airport, it dawned on me that that is like a writer's playground. It is a treasure trove of possible shenanigans that could happen at an international airport, especially one as big as Incheon. And to the writer's credit, they make full use of the drama that could happen even within first 3 episodes. I think each episode had a different scenario going on, and I loved all of them. I'm kind of disappointed that they chose a violent display of a mental illness as the first one, just because I think mental illness has like a stigma around the world, but as far as I understand, especially still in South Korea. So I think it's sad that that's what they went with first. And so, continuing on with my praise of the writers, the script gave the leads, like our male and female lead, a shocking amount of character development in just 3 episodes. And that's actually really crucial, because if they hadn't done that, they would have lost me. Like, I would have been like, okay, I've done 3 episodes, I'll do a first impression, and then that's it. Because in the first episode, you're given archetypes. You're given the stereotypical K-drama leads that are just bland and boring, that you've seen 100 times before. The man is like robotic and like emotionally and socially unavailable and like super good at his job, and like you've seen that a lot. And then the female lead is bubbly and like just trying so hard to be relatable that it comes off as fake and manufactured, and like nobody's like that. So the fact that they got so much character development is such a good thing, because now I'm a little bit more interested by them. Me liking the characters more by the end of the 3rd episode goes for the secondary characters as well, because in the first episode most of them are super annoying and extremely grating. But those are my positives, and now rolling into more of the negatives. And on paper, or just like on the surface, this show is trying to be very feminist, and I will give you an example. So female lead has to put away these, like, I'm not quite sure what they're called, like pylon things, like where they're post and then you can draw the little like do not enter thing. What words are escaping me, but you know what I'm talking about. And she's like putting away these things, and like a man has like offered to help her. I actually think it's the male lead, and she gets all uppity about it, like, oh no, I can do it myself, like I've lifted heavier things, like, oh, I'm a strong woman. And that's totally fine. Love it. I am a feminist. But to go through that entire speech, prop yourself up verbally and all that stuff, and then right afterwards, she like trips and he catches her, and there's like that really dramatic like stare into each other's eyes. Like, it's so awful. I'm a strong believer that men and women are not the same. We're just not. But my brand of feminism is that our differences, one is not better to be like, oh, I can do it, it's fine, like, leave me alone, I'm a woman, I'm strong, give me a cape. Like, and then to fall into his arms, it counteracts everything. It actually takes a step backwards. Like, you're not helping yourself. You're not getting more quality by being loud about it and then not following through. Like, if you're going to do this yourself, do it yourself and do it properly. Don't mess it up right after you're like, I can do it myself. I'm a woman. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. I don't know if that makes any sense. Sorry, that spiraled. But it genuinely bothers me. There's another moment that it does something very similar where it's two side characters and they're talking, and it was quite funny, but at the same time part of my brain was thinking about the message it was sending, and it was about whether or not this female security guard has a boyfriend. She's like challenging her partner, like her male security guard's perceptions, and like the dialogue there was actually really great. It was nice and snippy and fast, but she's arguing with him about the fact like, oh, I'm a female security guard, I work all the time, I must be single, but like, oh, I have one. I'm not explaining this very well. Arguing for the fact that she could, like, she never says one way or the other if she does or not, but like arguing his assumptions that she couldn't have a boyfriend. And then it cuts to these scenes and she clearly doesn't have a boyfriend. It's like, okay, that is it for me. Have a good day, have a good night, bye.